Hello everyone, you're welcome to our class for today, our revision class for today. We are revising question Jamb 2021 questions, past questions, and today we'll be looking at questions number 13. If you have not subscribed to this button, I want you to hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified when our subsequent revision questions pops out. With these revision questions, you can see similar questions you're going to find out as you prepare for your JAMB UTME examination. Now, I want us to go through these questions. It says simplify and express in standard form this parameter. So that means they want you to simplify and leave your answer in standard form. How do we go about doing this? Before we start, I want you to note two rules. Rule number one, when solving standard form, you should note that when you count your number from the left hand side to the right hand side, when you count from the left hand side to the right hand side, you count what? You count a negative, you have negative what? Negative powers. And when you count from the right to the left hand side, you have positive what? Power. So take note of that. Now let's consider the first part. We're going to look at the first part. The first part says we should simplify 0.00.0000275. Now, if we start counting from this point, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, and what? And 5. Remember, we counted from this way to what? This way. So it's going to give us a negative power. So we are going to have 275 times 10 raised to power what? Minus what? 5. Good. Now let's look at the next one. The next one we are going to have times what? 0.00640. That will give us what? 640 times 10 raised to power minus what? 5. Because we have what? We'll also have 5 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, and what? 5. So all this will be all over. 0.025 will give us 1, 2, and what? 3. So that will give us 25 times what? 10 raised to power minus 3 as power times what? 0.08 will give us 1 and 2. So that will give us 8 times what? 10 raised to power minus 2. Very good. So we have expressed everything in standard form now. The next thing we need to do is to what? Is to simplify. So we will bring up the whole number on one side and the numbers with powers on what? On the other side. So this will give us 275 times 640 times 10 raised to power minus 5 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 5. This will be all over what? 25 times 8, hope you are following, times 10 raised to power minus 3 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 2. Now remember, in our indices, when we did our indices, when we have uh, two numbers with the same base and different powers, like 10 raised to power uh, uh, a, and it's multiplying by 10 raised to power b, our solution will be what? 10 raised to power a plus what? B. Hope you remember that in your indices. We'll also have a 10 raised to power a divided by what? 10 raised to power b. That will give us 10 raised to power what? A minus what? B. That is some of those things you meet in your what? In your indices. As a way of reminding you, we are going to apply these values in our what? In our solutions. Now let's go back to straight to the solutions. Now if we want to simplify this, we will now look at multiplying 275 times what? Times 640. 275 times 640. If you use your calculator, we are going to have what? We are going to have the number 900 and 176,000 times what? 10 raised to power minus 5, remember, plus bracket minus what? 5. Gradually we are going to have all these to be divided by what? 25 times 8. 25 times 8 will give us 200 times what? 10 raised to power minus 3 plus bracket minus what? 2. Now let's simplify this further. If we simplify this further, 0 will cut 0, 0 will cut 0. So we'll have 176 divided by 2 times 10 raised to power minus 5 plus times minus will give us what? Minus 5, and that will be equal to what? Minus 10. The other one will have minus 3 plus times minus will give us minus 2, and that will be equal to minus what? 5. So we are going to have 10 raised to power minus 10 all over what? 10 raised to power minus 5. Good. Now let's go further. 100 and 1,1760 divided by 2 is going to give us 880 times what? 10 raised to power. Remember the division sign. This will give us 10 minus bracket minus what? 5, because 10 raised to power minus 11 divided by, remember, when we have division it goes with minus, and when we have multiplication it goes with what? With the addition of the what? Of the power. So if we do that, if we simplify that, we are going to have 880 times 10 raised to power what? This minus times minus is minus 10 plus what? Plus 5, right? So we are going to simplify that. If we simplify that, we'll have the following values. Let's simplify that expression. Now if we simplify that expression, we are going to have 880 times 10 raised to power minus 5. 10 raised to power minus 5. So remember, if you check the option, you're going to find out that that option is not part of the option. So that means we need to simplify 800 and what? 80. And if we want to simplify 880, we are going to write 880 in standard form. So we'll count from here, 1 and what? And 2. That will give us 8 point what? 8 times 10 raised to power. Remember, we counted this way, so it's going to give us what? It's going to give us a positive what? Power. So that will give us what? 2 times 10 raised to power 10 raised to power minus what? 5. So let's simplify further. If we simplify further, we're going to have our minus 8.8 times 2 plus bracket minus 5 will give us what? Plus times minus will give us 2 minus 5, and 2 minus 5 will be equal to minus what? Minus 3. So we are going to have 8.8 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 3. Does it exist in the option? Yes, that is option what? Option C. So we see that this is how you go about solving question that requires you expressing decimal numbers in what? In standard form. Thanks so much for watching, and if you have not subscribed, I want you to hit the subscribe button so that as we go about solving question number 14, you will be notified when it is what? Published. Thanks so much for watching, and look forward to seeing you watch a subsequent